I think we are now arriving at the point where we are all realizing that the people who are in power are maybe not telling us the truth about anything at all, not one thing at all, and maybe the people that are in power are the crazy ones, and something that I totally missed that I have to tell you about.
Candace Owens is furious, and this time she is not holding back against Erika Kirk. Explosive photographs allegedly showing Erika in a wild Miss USA scandal have surfaced online, and the conservative circle is spiraling. But Candace is not shocked in the slightest. She has been saying for months that something about Erika's past never felt right, and now she feels entirely vindicated. For a long time, Candace has hinted that Erika's sudden rise to prominence was not completely clean. She is convinced Erika used charm, wealth, and elite influence to climb her way into the spotlight. What makes the situation even more dramatic are the claims from insiders suggesting that Charlie Kirk knew everything. Before his passing, he reportedly worked tirelessly to protect his wife's secrets. The idea that he shielded her while being viewed as the golden figure of the movement has stunned everyone. The whispers do not end there. Rumor has it that since Charlie's death, Erika has started returning to her old habits, and this time her attention may have turned toward Senator J.D. Vance. Online platforms are buzzing, wondering whether the allegations hold any truth or if this is simply another smear campaign taking shape in the digital world. Candace, however, refuses to stay silent. She is on an unrelenting mission to reveal what she calls the real Erika Kirk. Her suspicions date back to the strange moment when Erika publicly stated she forgave the person responsible for Charlie's death. According to Candace, that statement made every alarm go off in her mind. To Candace Owens, the entire scenario reeked of something dark beneath the surface. She believed Erika was not seeking justice. Instead, she seemed to want those responsible to walk away untouched so she could continue building her own empire. That perception is what fueled Candace's anger. She saw a woman transforming personal tragedy into a ladder for influence rather than a wound to heal. Initially, people dismissed Candace's claims, assuming she was chasing drama for views and headlines rather than truth. But everything changed when fans began conducting their own investigations. What they uncovered made many pause, and suddenly Candace no longer seemed like the loud provocateur. She started to look like the only one who had been paying attention from the beginning. The biggest red flag came from Erika's past in the Miss USA pageant. Most people had no idea she had once been part of that glamorous world. She had won the title of Miss Arizona USA back in the year 2012 on her 23rd birthday. She represented Arizona at Miss USA that same year but did not place in the competition. The issue, however, was not her loss but what happened next. Her life appeared to accelerate at lightning speed. From being a beauty queen to a casting director, to founding several non-profit organizations, and ultimately marrying the conservative movement's golden boy, Charlie Kirk, her trajectory looked almost too flawless, too convenient, and too carefully arranged. Observers began to ask how someone could advance so quickly without significant backing from powerful figures behind the curtain. Now Candace is saying the quiet part out loud. She finally understands how Erika managed it, and according to her, so does the internet. Allegedly, Erika's rise was not a matter of chance or talent but deliberate strategy. Insiders are claiming she climbed not through timing or merit but by forming relationships with highly influential people who opened doors for her. And according to words circulating in conservative media, Candace Owens claims to possess proof. She has reportedly seen documents, messages, and photographs linking Erika to prominent individuals from her past. For many, it sounded unbelievable, yet others said it matched what they had suspected for a long time. Online discussions painted Erika's charm as her sharpest weapon. She knew precisely whom to approach to shape her future. Some claimed those same relationships had paved the way for her marriage to Charlie Kirk. Even more startling were allegations that Charlie had known everything. He was not deceived but actively protecting her, ensuring every detail of her history stayed hidden to preserve her image. Now that Charlie is gone, people close to the conservative movement claim Erika is reverting to that same fast-paced lifestyle, surrounding herself with influence, attention, and rumored new alliances. The gossip grows louder with each passing day. On the 29th of October, 2025, Erika appeared on stage at a Turning Point USA event at the University of Mississippi alongside Vice President J.D. Vance. Her emotional speech drew attention, but it was the hug between them that sent social media into chaos. That brief embrace became a national talking point, sparking countless interpretations. Clips of Erika Kirk wrapping her arms around J.D. Vance spread across TikTok and Instagram like wildfire. Every slow-motion replay and every close-up clip filled the internet. Some viewers saw it as a simple moment of unity, while others claimed it revealed something far more personal. A spark, a knowing smile, or a subtle gesture that felt out of place at a formal political gathering. People were not only watching, they were analyzing every second. Body language experts weighed in, and their interpretations made the debate even more heated. One viral TikTok video argued that Erika's body leaned toward J.D. with emotional familiarity rather than professional courtesy. Another slowed down the footage to highlight how his hand lingered on her back longer than expected. The reaction was explosive. Comment sections flooded with remarks calling the hug inappropriate and overly intimate. Many said it looked like something shared between close companions, not colleagues. By the following morning, hashtags like Erika and J.D. and Turning Point Hug were trending nationwide. Conservative groups tried to perform damage control, insisting the hug was nothing more than a gesture of respect between colleagues, but few believed that explanation. Screenshots soon began circulating of J.D. Vance's wife, Usha, looking visibly tense during a different public appearance, fueling more gossip. Weeks before the event, there had already been subtle hints of unusual closeness between Erika and J.D. At a faith-based summit earlier that month, witnesses recalled seeing them seated together, whispering and laughing during breaks. One attendee even posted a photograph saying they appeared far too comfortable for newly acquainted colleagues, and the post quickly went viral. Erika had also mentioned J.D. several times in interviews. In one conversation, she said he represented a new kind of courage and leadership. Someone unafraid to defend truth even when it was unpopular. While that statement might have sounded harmless, viewers noticed the way she smiled when saying his name, a smile that seemed to linger longer than usual. Those old clips resurfaced once the hug went viral, forming part of a broader online theory connecting every gesture, outfit, and glance. The internet was ablaze, and Candace Owens was thriving in the chaos. Candace addressed the situation immediately in a live broadcast. "I told you all months ago something about Erika doesn't add up," she declared with conviction. Now she's cozying up to J.D. Vance while his wife is home with their children. "You call that integrity?" The comment section erupted instantly, filled with fiery emojis and remarks like, "Candace was right," and "This just got messy." Yet the wildest twists were still to come. According to one conservative insider who spoke to an independent journalist, J.D. Vance's team had allegedly tried to prevent photographs from that event from being released by certain media outlets. That attempt at control only made the story appear guiltier. Online audiences began demanding explanations, asking whether there was truly something happening between the two, or if the internet was simply twisting a harmless moment into a scandal. Meanwhile, the energy surrounding the situation was growing. Above the convention center, it felt as if tension was hanging in the air, waiting to burst. Erika Kirk seemed to be at the center of a storm she could no longer contain. Her team maintained complete silence. There was no tweet, no official statement, not even a small comment addressing the speculation. In the past, silence might have been enough to calm things down, but this time it had the opposite effect. The longer she stayed quiet, the louder the rumors became. Meme pages began calling her Mrs. VP and the real First Lady of MA, turning a sensitive controversy into a circus of jokes. J.D. Vance also went quiet on social media. His sudden disappearance from public view only fueled suspicion further. Observers noticed that he skipped a podcast appearance and canceled a town hall meeting just 2 days later. Anonymous sources claimed that J.D.'s wife was unhappy with the growing gossip and wanted answers. According to one insider, This could become a serious issue if they do not address it soon. Then came what many called the bombshell. Screenshots allegedly showing late-night text exchanges between Erika and JD were leaked to a gossip account known for exposing political scandals. The authenticity of those messages was never confirmed, but their tone was flirtatious, with lines such as, "You really grounded me today, and that hug meant more than you know." Whether genuine or fabricated, they ignited social media. Comment sections were brutal, calling the exchange disrespectful, unprofessional, and damaging to the conservative movement's image. Candace Owens, never one to miss a moment, returned with another live stream titled The Receipts. She waved printouts on camera, claiming she had evidence that Erika and JD had been in private contact for months. Critics accused Candace of chasing attention, but even her harshest detractors admitted she had captured the public's full focus. Behind the scenes, Turning Point USA was reportedly scrambling to contain the chaos. Insiders revealed that top executives held emergency meetings to decide whether Erika should temporarily withdraw from upcoming events. One source even claimed that some donors were growing uneasy about the optics, the widow of Charlie Kirk being publicly linked to a married senator. It was political dynamite waiting to explode. Then came another twist. A short video clip from the after-party following that same University of Mississippi event surfaced online. The footage showed Erika and JD standing close near a curtain-covered stage, speaking quietly while music played in the background. JD leaned in, Erika laughed, and although nothing overtly inappropriate occurred, it was enough for viewers to fill the comment sections with cries of, "There it is." What had begun as whispers about Erika's questionable rise had now become a full-scale digital war. The conservative community was splitting in two. Some defended her, arguing she was a victim of sexist double standards and was being targeted simply for gaining influence. Others insisted that it was time someone exposed her manipulation and networking tactics. Candace Owens, on the other hand, only intensified her attack. In her third live broadcast of the week, she posed a string of questions that set the internet ablaze. She wondered aloud how Erika came into Charlie's life, hinting that the marriage had been orchestrated by powerful people grooming Charlie for leadership. According to Candace, they told him, "You need a wife, you need children, you need a family if you want to run for office." She suggested that Erika had been presented as the perfect match by elites who wanted to craft the image of a clean-cut power couple. Candace called it an arranged union disguised as romance. Her accusations sparked outrage. She declared that Erika's innocent appearance was a facade and that pretending to be pure could only last so long before the truth surfaced. Candace accused her of using religion and patriotism as stage props, disrespecting Charlie's legacy in the process. Viewers flooded her comment sections with divided reactions, some demanding Erika's removal from leadership roles, while others said Candace was being unnecessarily cruel. Yet through it all, Erika remained silent. Sources close to her said that silence was not weakness but strategy. They claimed Erika believed responding would only add fuel to the fire. One friend allegedly told a reporter, "Erika thinks this will pass like every other rumor. She believes she's untouchable." But that confidence appeared misplaced. Within days, new leaks appeared. Another anonymous source claimed to have witnessed Erika and JD meeting privately weeks before the Mississippi event. According to the witness, the meeting did not appear romantic, but the atmosphere seemed too comfortable to be purely professional. That one account was enough to trigger a fresh wave of online conspiracies. Reddit and Telegram threads exploded with theories. Some speculated that JD was mentoring Erika for a new political position, while others insisted they were engaged in a secret relationship disguised as collaboration. Screenshots, body language clips, and timelines were dissected like evidence in a true crime documentary. YouTube creators joined in, posting long analytical videos with titles like Erika Kirk's Dangerous Game and J.D. Vance, The Silent Partner. Each one gained millions of views, drawing more people into the frenzy. By the end of that week, the situation had reached its peak. Supporters of Charlie Kirk's legacy began pressuring Turning Point USA to make an official statement about Erika's behavior, while J.D. Vance's political team attempted to redirect public focus toward policy issues. But the internet had already formed its verdict. What started as a simple hug had evolved into a scandal shaking the conservative movement's core. The truth now sat buried somewhere between rumor and reality, and speculation had replaced facts as the dominant narrative. Observers noted that the way J.D. had wrapped his arms around Erika's waist seemed too intimate for a professional setting. When her hand appeared to brush through his hair, it sent online audiences into chaos. Viewers claimed that it was not a friendly embrace but one filled with chemistry and tension. Memes flooded every platform. One user wrote, "That wasn't a hug, that was a preview," while another joked that Erika's outfit seemed deliberately chosen to catch attention. The internet turned the moment into entertainment, and not in Erika's favor. Insiders close to Candace said she viewed Erika's behavior as a dangerous game. According to those around her, Candace told her inner circle that Erika was using personal tragedy as leverage to climb even higher up the social ladder, and that it had become embarrassing for the movement. Even body language professionals weighed in. Analyst Tracy Brown described the interaction as a super intimate move showing deep familiarity, while author and nonverbal expert Patty Wood called it charged but mutual, noting that their bodies were pressed chest to chest and pelvis to pelvis, a gesture far removed from any formal or church-style hug. The incident had lasted only seconds, but its impact rippled across the internet. That closeness between Erika Kirk and J.D. Vance became the focal point of countless discussions, debates, and video analyses. People broke down every frame, searching for meaning. The story was no longer just about a widow and a senator. It had become a mirror reflecting the cracks and rivalries within a political movement once known for unity. As the controversy continued, public focus shifted from the hug itself to what it represented. To many within conservative circles, it symbolized a deeper moral divide, one that had been quietly growing beneath the surface for years. The internet was no longer just gossiping about an alleged connection between Erika Kirk and J.D. Vance. It was dissecting what their interaction revealed about authenticity, loyalty, and the blurred boundaries between politics, fame, and faith. Candace Owens stood firmly in the center of that storm, refusing to retreat. She claimed she was exposing hypocrisy within her own camp, not out of hatred, but because she believed truth mattered more than reputation. Her followers applauded her bravery, while critics accused her of destroying the very movement she claimed to defend. The longer the scandal dragged on, the more it began to affect the people surrounding Erika. Some of her former colleagues distanced themselves quietly. Invitations to speak at major events were postponed without explanation. Partnerships that once seemed stable suddenly froze. Behind the scenes, it was clear that donors and organizers feared association with someone under public scrutiny. Those who had once celebrated Erika's emotional strength now described her as unpredictable and overly ambitious. Despite her silence, the situation spoke louder than any statement could. Rumors about her personal life multiplied. Several outlets speculated that she had been in contact with other influential political figures outside the conservative movement. None of those claims were verified, but the constant flood of speculation kept her name trending daily. Every photograph she posted was examined, every caption decoded for hidden meaning. When she shared a Bible verse about forgiveness, commenters accused her of using religion as a shield. When she shared a quote about resilience, they said she was playing the victim. There was no winning. Every gesture turned into ammunition. J.D. Vance, meanwhile, faced his own share of criticism. Political commentators began asking whether his judgment could be trusted. Although his office continued to deny any inappropriate behavior, the silence did little to calm the fire. Pollsters noticed a slight dip in his approval ratings. Small but statistically significant. His opponents used the controversy as leverage, suggesting that his image as a moral leader was now compromised. Even allies who defended him did so cautiously, emphasizing that there was no confirmed evidence, while still acknowledging the optics were damaging. Inside Turning Point USA, the leadership reportedly grew divided over how to handle the situation. Some executives argued that Erika should step back from public appearances until the controversy cooled. Others believed that doing so would appear like an admission of guilt. Candace Owens capitalized on that division, using her platform to suggest that the organization was protecting Erika because of her late husband's influence. In one of her most viewed broadcasts, she claimed that Charlie Kirk had left behind an empire filled with secrets, and that Erika was now sitting at the center of those hidden deals. She spoke with sharp conviction, saying, "The truth always finds its way to light, no matter how many cameras or donations you hide behind." That statement became one of the most quoted lines of the week, spreading across social media like wildfire. For Erika, the backlash was relentless. News outlets began replaying clips from old interviews, searching for contradictions. A decade-old pageant video resurfaced, showing her confidently declaring that she believed fame was a platform for influence. Critics pounced, using it to argue that her actions were consistent with a lifelong hunger for attention. Supporters countered that the video merely reflected ambition, not deceit. But by that point, the line between perception and reality had blurred entirely. In late October, Erika was scheduled to attend a charity gala in Phoenix, but according to multiple reports, she withdrew at the last moment. Some sources claim she had received threats online, while others suggested she feared public humiliation. Instead, she released a short message through her representative thanking supporters for their prayers and insisting that her focus remained on faith, family, and community. The statement was vague, and analysts immediately dissected its wording. Commentators called it carefully neutral, noting that it neither denied nor acknowledged the ongoing scandal. Candace responded the very next day. In another broadcast, she accused Erika of playing innocent and manipulating her followers through emotional language. She claimed that if Erika truly valued faith, she would step down and let someone else represent the movement's ideals. Candace's tone was cutting, but her message resonated with many who felt disappointed by the entire episode. Within hours, hashtags calling for accountability began trending again. Yet, for all the outrage, no official investigation ever began, and no hard proof of wrongdoing surfaced. The drama remained fueled entirely by speculation, perception, and online obsession. By early November, the noise began to fade. Audiences shifted their attention to new headlines, and Erika's name slowly drifted out of trending lists. But the damage had already been done. Her reputation, once seen as pristine, now carried a permanent shadow of controversy. Even if no evidence ever emerged, the internet had already rendered its judgment. Candace Owens, on the other hand, came out of the chaos with a mixed legacy. Some hailed her as fearless for calling out corruption, while others labeled her ruthless for attacking a grieving widow. The rivalry between the two women had come to symbolize something larger: the battle for moral control within a movement built on unity and tradition. When observers reflected on the saga, they saw more than a personal feud. They saw the anatomy of modern scandal. It revealed how quickly influence could crumble under digital pressure, how a single photograph could ignite political warfare, and how silence, once considered dignified, could now be interpreted as guilt. The episode demonstrated the volatile fusion of politics, celebrity, and faith in the age of social media. An age where truth was secondary to virality. In the final analysis, no one truly won. Erika Kirk's image as the devoted widow was permanently altered. J.D. Vance faced questions he could never completely escape. Candace Owens strengthened her reputation as both fearless and divisive. The conservative world that once projected unity now appeared fractured, caught between protecting its icons and purging its scandals. The internet moved on, as it always does, but those involved were left to live with the consequences. Long after the headlines faded, the photographs, videos, and comment threads remained online. Digital echoes of a story that began with a single embrace and spiraled into chaos. The hug that lasted only seconds became an event studied, debated, and weaponized for weeks. It reminded everyone watching that in the modern world, perception often outweighs truth, and once the court of public opinion delivers its verdict, no amount of silence can undo its power.